Brand new. Brand new.
Oh, cannot be seen.
Daniel, we need to get something out of the way. You know you want to say it.
What?
No, really. I'd rather just get this out and over with right out of the gate.
I just had something to flask you.
Son of a bitch. Welcome to the Whiskey Tribe. Today we're talking about the flasks, the care and the feeding and the cleaning and all things flasky. Whiskey flask. This is a critical piece of any whiskey mooch's arsenal. And then I guess other people can have some too.
Come on, it's any real whiskey drinker's arsenal.
Fine.
Only mooches get flasks now?
Fine. I may or may not have...
My life is a lie.
I may or may not have a whiskey mooch utility belt.
Oh.
That is basically 90% flask.
it's like Batman. Is it a bandolier instead of a belt?
It's a belt.
Okay.
No. First consideration, what are we looking at whenever we're thinking of flask choice?
A flask has to be mobile.
It's kind of the point.
Yeah, that is the whole point. and relatively concealable.
Right. So hip flask are the names. It's the name of this kind of design. It's got the curve and it's meant to kind of wrap around a portion of the body.
That's significant.
This is 8 ounces.
Yeah.
8 ounces.
That's
you can do some damage
that's
with 8 ounces.
four double pours of whiskey. This is nice.
That's
however, it's 2 ounces.
Yes.
So there's no sharing with this.
There's really not.
And there's one drink.
I got these because they had my whiskey spirit animal.
Yeah, they had the eagle on it.
Had the eagle, and then one of them I made fancy. These are brand new. I haven't used.
You made it fancy? Oh, you ordered it fancy. Oh, you painted it.
Well,
you sharpied it.
I sharpied it.
Okay. Now I think a good middle ground is like a roughly 6 ounce flask. That's 6.
Oh yeah, the El Mulligan.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think that's the perfect size.
Yeah.
It's enough for a couple of drinks or to share.
For the longest time, flasks were often made out of pewter. Mm-hmm. We can get really fancy ones in silver. Some have glass on the inside. Really, the main thing you're gonna find these days is stainless steel.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's good as long as it's real stainless steel and not just a coating of something that the whiskey can eat away at it.
Whenever you are choosing the whiskey,
right,
that you want to go into a flask. In a flask type of situation, you don't have like the tulip-shaped glass to really have a nose that unfolds and all this fancy.
Yeah, it's not
shit.
gonna happen.
Yeah, you want a whiskey that's got some heft, that's got
Right.
some character. So even if you should get a little sippy sip directly out of the flask, then there's something there. 90% of the taste is going to come from smell. There's not a lot of smell coming out of these.
No.
things. You got a fancy?
I got a fancy
What's
flask.
your fancy flask?
It was a gift from one of our sons, John Kelly, who is Team Irish.
I hate to tell you, that's kind of a wee thermos.
I know. It really is, isn't it? It holds 8 ounces of whiskey.
All right.
Right? If you take off the little bandolier holder thing, you've got, look.
Oh!
And one to share.
That's nice.
Right?
Let me get a Jameson here. I haven't.
Oh, that was the one that they engraved for you when we were there.
Ooh.
I love this flask.
Look at that.
This may be one of my favorite flasks just from the feel and the shape and the lid. Look at the little engraved top.
Oh, yeah, you get the...
That's quality right there.
That's quality right there.
Out there.
Right there's quality. And then this is the type of thing where it looks beautiful, but you handle it for 10 seconds and then you
You
got
get fingerprints all over it.
all over the thing.
Yeah, I do like the matte finish.
Yeah.
Now, so it is about the feel of holding the flask and drinking out of it. That's why, for that, this shape, it's one of my favorites.
So
just hold on to that.
The Lefroy.
That Lefroy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Isn't that solid?
Yeah, when it comes to the actual design of the, whether or not it has leather, whether or not it's engraved, the color, that's all personal choice. One of the most common designs you're gonna see everywhere. I wish it wasn't so dominant, because whenever you're looking for flask options, you have to go through dozens and dozens of flasks like these that have the hinge.
Oh, the hinge on the top.
The hinge on the
Yeah,
top.
I don't like the hinge on the top.
Well, but the hinge is very practical.
It is.
You don't have to worry about the little, the cap.
Losing it or...
But I'm a big boy with pockets.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I personally don't like the hinge,
Oh, yeah. And that's on every one of them, no matter what size. I don't like it because when you take a sip, you either have to like hook your finger on the edge of that thing to keep it, or it just bounces off your cheek.
But it is the most popular design.
I get it.
We actually have a flask in our store, the Whiskey Trap Juice Box. This is, I think, the only flask we have right now in our store. I haven't told you this yet. You need to brace yourself because we're going to be getting a tremendous amount of new flask options in the coming weeks.
Okay.
And a lot of them are going to be the hinge.
Okay, that's fine.
People really dig the hinge. They really dig the hinge.
I can live with it.
Okay, and then a couple other simple things. Whenever you are going to use a flask, you actually want to fill it most of the way. Flasks are not meant to store your whiskey.
Right. They're meant to transport until they're empty.
Right.
Hopefully over a short period of time, then be cleaned and dried.
Right. But there's some flasks out there that if they're new, they're gonna have like manufacturing oils and crap.
Yeah, you gotta clean them before you fill it for the first time.
Right, depending on where you get it from, but a general rule, just go ahead and clean it no matter what. Okay, so these are all three new, the Eagle Flask.
Okay.
The manufacturing oils and smell that you're gonna get brand new.
Yeah. It smells like gunmetal.
Smell that one.
Ooh.
I describe that as devil's grundle. The devil's grundle.
Because it's metallic.
Grundly.
Yeah, it does smell high oil and metal, and you know what it reminds me of?
It's like machine shop dust.
That's what I was gonna say. It reminds me of, I had a summer job working at Train air conditioning manufacturing plant, and I was spot welding sheet metal.
Right. Man, you did not rinse that out.
Oh no, I've just discovered this in the bottom of a bin in my house. Holy shit! Is that at the Big and Tall store? Does it go with the Big and Tall pants?
I mean, it's kind of my point. Get in there, dude. Brand new.
Oh!
Brand new.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's the machine shop grease manufacturing
Yeah.
oil chemical. So let's get down to the cleaning of the flask, because this is really super important if you want to maintain a consistently good flask experience. Let's start with the big boys first. And the most common thing.
Wait. You got two of those? You got three!
Let's start with the big ones because it's easier to tell
If it worked.
brand new if we've made a difference. And the most common thing that flask sellers will tell you is, it's fine, just run some warm water through it, some hot water through it. It's like, I don't know, that's pretty chemical-y, but we'll give it a shot.
All right.
So science is happening.
Yeah. And my hands haven't been burned at all yet. Totally.
Oh, that's really hot.
I told you.
Cleaning method number one.
Just water.
Wow, it's even hot up here where there's no
I know,
water.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in that episode where we did shaking cocktails.
Oh,
That was steam, man.
Oh, is it blowing out? It's
Yeah.
blowing out.
oh, look right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna let some air escape.
All right, then can you push it back in, or did it? Oh.
Got it. Wait.
Go ahead and taste it.
The water smells like the flask.
Dude,
You can totally see
did
the color.
change color. You can see it's a little bit of a off yellow now.
And it smells like the metallic flask.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, let's see if we can't finish this off with like 2 more rinses of cold water and
Okay.
call it done.
Okay.
I feel like I've got a shake weighty.
To the magic of editing, it'll be done.
Hey!
It's clearer.
It's clear.
Yeah, so that hot water, you can see there's a little bit of a yellowish tint to it. This came out much clearer with just the cold water rinse afterwards. This time we're gonna do a little bit, little substance in there for some agitation.
Okay.
We got the Epsom salt, rice, and kosher salt. So we're gonna do 2 rinses on another flask. Hot water, just hot water, but in the second rinse through, instead of it just being cold water, we're gonna do cold water with some agitating elements. This is gonna be some rice. We'll see if that makes much of a difference.
Sounds like a...
You have a pneumatic pump.
You do not want to know what happened to me with that kidney stone in the hospital. I mean, there's definitely a tint to it.
Yeah, not as clear as just the pure.
But not as bad as that.
Right.
Good night.
What we're finding is there's different levels of manufacturing oils and stuff.
Yes.
From flask to flask. Some could possibly be pretty severe, and others are going to be like fairly minimal. Either way, we can still tell even just a visible difference. You're going to want to clean it. Yeah,
You can smell
it's got that metal workshop smell.
I'm gonna fill this with cold water,
Yep.
then put some rice into it.
30 seconds.
Now keep in mind, some of that discoloration,
It's going to be from the
it's
rice.
gonna be from the rice. But the smell is gonna be the key.
Yeah.
This smells way cleaner than the other one did the last time that we did this. Yeah, this has a warm metal smell. This still has like a metallic machine smell.
The third big boy. White vinegar is highly recommended for all types of cleaning stuff, including flask and thermos cleaning. So we're gonna run this through, cross our fingers to see if we can get that vinegar smell out. And then maybe we run through little Epsom salts to do like the round 2 on that thing.
You ready?
Yep.
I can already smell it on my fingers. Another trick, when you're filling your flask, pre-measure the whiskey you're pouring in so you don't overflow the whiskey onto the countertop and down the sides of the flask. You know how many ounces it holds, so you can use a measuring cup. You also don't want your flask that you're supposed to be hiding in your pocket to smell like whiskey really strongly.
I don't know why I'm carrying the vinegar still.
Vinegar boy, pour me some vinegar please. That is the perfect amount of vinegar.
I think we need some shaking music. Can we get some shaking music, please?
Woo!
Like eggs.
Coloring Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be your worst nightmare.
It's like sulfury type of.
Okay, I'm gonna do small amounts of water. Let's do the kosher salt in there too. All right. Water and salt.
And the salt. Yeah.
Into particles. Oh, that smells weird.
All right, let's get some water going through there.
You know, I'm surprised how fast the vinegar smell
Yeah.
is gone.
Yeah.
I can't smell it now already. That one might be the best yet.
Cleaner. Definitely cleaner. Obviously, after you are done rinsing a flask, be it with water or you're rinsing out your whiskey or the vinegar, you want to leave it open and air drying.
I'll typically set it upside down.
The last things that were recommended: lemon juice, baking soda, and
Oh yeah, we use that in the distillery.
we still need to do a test with a flask that has had whiskey in it, not just getting out the new chemical smell.
Right.
And then also the devil's grundles. Again, just imagine.
Not good.
One with whiskey. What are you thinking? This is your flask. We got cleaning brushes.
I'm gonna try a cleaning brush.
Okay.
Just water and a cleaning brush.
Water
and that's
cleaning
it.
brush.
Okay, one rinse. Still smells like whiskey. Put a little water in there. And also, when you're watching these things, don't forget the cap. Hey!
Yeah, it's almost entirely gone.
Yeah.
There is the trace there. Just that sweetness.
I would say that it has as much of that sweetness as this still has of aluminum.
Of the
Just a trace of
the metal shop.
a metal shop, yeah.
Right.
Let's start with the super decorated grundle with lemon juice.
Okay.
Full.
I stab at thee.
I'm on the 5th rinse right now.
Yep.
It still smells like citrus. See what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, maybe you want a little zest in your whiskey.
Yeah.
But if you just want whiskey, probably not the lemon juice. All right, let's do the baking soda.
I put in probably 2 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon per ounce of water. After 2 rinses. Oh. Dissolves really well in water, so it rinses out easily.
Yeah.
That might be a good one.
Maybe. So this is equipment cleaner for breweries and distilleries. After you've run through like a mash, a wash,
Right.
stuff like that. Then that cleans out all of the, the grains and the substance and the.
I bet that would do really well.
Yeah, we'll try that too.
For this, it's typically an ounce per gallon. So. All right. You think there's a shake time ratio on size of flask to length of time you need to shake things?
The Grundle's quotient.
Now you'll feel this all slimy and soapy.
Yeah.
So you gotta do some real rinsing on this kind of thing. 3 rinses. Dude, I think we might have found a winner.
All right, so this is.
It's a professional cleaner.
It is. It's the most effective and concerning.
And
Because I don't want to send a bunch of people to pour like chemicals in their flask and then they don't rinse it properly. It's like, oh, so this is what professional distilleries and breweries use to clean equipment.
yeah,
That's kind of overkill. The result is the best thing we found so far, but for the love of God, like do this intelligently and carefully if you're ever gonna do it at all. Better yet, don't do it at all. But damn.
yeah, that's
Okay, let's circle back.
that's real.
Okay, in order, what were your favorites?
PBW, most effective next, vinegar.
Yeah, the white vinegar.
Just hot water,
Hot water does something.
absolutely it does, but I think I would do it in combination with other things.
Right. Lemon smells like lemon.
Last place, lemon.
Yeah, well, I mean, first place for zestiness. And then the baking soda.
So the top 3, PBW, baking soda, and vinegar.
Now Daniel, there's one final thing we haven't touched on, and quite frankly, it's probably the biggest influence on whether or not a magnificent bastard is going to be carrying around a whiskey flask. Are you ready? It's the judgment, because people see you whip out that flask.
Yeah.
They're gonna have thoughts.
They're gonna think, what, you couldn't handle getting away from alcohol for that long?
Yeah, they will think that. And sometimes you don't care what people think. And sometimes you're like in maybe a professional setting.
Yeah.
And you want to kind of make sure you have some subtlety.
Uh-huh.
I have a solution.
What is that?
Now imagine this. You're in an environment, very professional. You want to put your best foot forward. And you got your cool guy glasses on.
No. Okay. There's such a thing as cool guy glasses.
And hidden underneath the rim of the cool guy glasses.
You know, it's actually invisible from the front.
Invisible, right? Now we gotta attach a flask down to the ankle, an ankle holster if you will.
So for comfort, I'm thinking the El Mulligan leather flask.
Yes.
Because it's leather.
It's supple.
Yeah.
You get to enjoy the supple leathers.
Reach through, pull it through.
Look at the subtlety. Look at the subtlety.
So subtle. You're gonna have to walk super carefully to pull this up.
No, it's flexible. It's meant to move with your contours and... So I'll leave that there so you can see.
Okay.
Hello, business professional. How are you
Hello.
today? Talking about the project you're working on with
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the interview.
Wilkins there with the project.
Yes.
And the first quarter earnings are above the board
Yes.
of directors. You know, I'm in the
You're very good at this business thing.
I'm in the conversation. It's like, man, I need a drink. Wilkins is killing me here. And then very subtly, just bring this down. Because you're thinking, Rex, I could see the hose even though it's almost perfectly matching your flesh tone.
Yeah.
This is what you do. Is basically make sure.
Oh, Jesus. Cut off a chunk of hair.
Then we're gonna camouflage the hair.
Oh, that's so gross.
Right?
And with that simple adjustment, it matches my beard and mustache hair perfectly.
Wrap it around.
Try not to wrinkle it.
And he can be looking right at me. He can be looking right in my face. He can't see
It's totally invisible.
because of the hair.
It is totally invisible. Cannot be seen.
Once you do the work of getting it up the hose,
Yeah.
like I can't pinch this because then it's just,
That's obvious.
but I have a
You
pinching,
can just clench your cheeks.
I got a pinching mechanism right here. I'm gonna get a clinch.
Using the whole hand, Doc?
We got leverage.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're free to wander around the party.
Just totally natural. Yeah.
Enjoying your whiskey of choice.
The picture of grace and sophistication.
Yeah. We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Oh, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love's grand, works one. Oh, we bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a